Austin, we have a problem here. What we have here is failure to communicate. Uncle Bull Cow in the building. Happy birthday to me. My birthday was January 14th. Mrs. Bull Cow made me this design. Okay? You guys can't see this. I will try to remember. Maybe I'll put a close-up of the shirt and then a close-up of the design right here. Yeah, if I can remember, I'll do that. But she made this for me for my birthday, and she kind of just called it like Friends of the Fire. And so it's got League of Fire folks, friends of mine that are in League of Fire. One is no longer in League of Fire, but that's okay. It's all good. It's just friends that like to burn. But yeah, we got Johnny and Roger and Shahina and Bella and Chris and Mike and Charlie and who else is on there? I think I said, and then the Pyros Pitbull. So anyways, guys, I will try to remember to put something so you guys can see this closer, but thank you, Mrs. Boca.
Don't forget to buy things from Sundance Carter.
Yeah, I got the Dead Heat. Yo, I'm rocking right now, dude. I got the Dead Heat hat, the Mrs. Bocow shirt. Yeah. But anyway, this is a sick design. My wife made it, one of a kind. It was for my birthday. Now, what happened is I have a Teespring store. She said, what? Don't get a black shirt. Order a different color for once in your life. So I ordered.
No, I have no problem with black shirt. The problem is that I took the time to outline all their heads in black, and you can't tell that's all.
Yeah, but anyways, so I ordered denim colored, and guess what? 4 months later, I had to actually cancel and reorder it on a black shirt, and the reason why was because they had supply chain issues, they claim, and they kept giving me the runaround as to it's in production, which in production doesn't mean anything, okay? But there was a supply chain issue, and I finally told Spring, I was like, listen, you guys messed up. I had to pay for 2 domains this year with them. I don't know, whatever. But I canceled it. They gave me a refund, and I went back and ordered this and got it like a week later. So, Black Shirt Gang, what's up? Anyways, we're not here to talk about shirts. We're here to talk about this concoction. I mean, this literally almost looks like jelly. You see that there's there's pepper powder on the bottom, but there's a ton in there. So what I did with this was I took, I don't know how much, a lot, of scorpion pepper powder. And then I took some pepper flake, which was, there was everything in there, every kind of red pod. Mostly, I think, was Jay's Red Go Scorpions. And there was some, gasoline, red bootlas. It was just a wide mixture of very, very hot red pods, flake. And then I cooked this brine for a very long time. This is how you make the world's hottest pickles, by the way. If I ever make these to give out, I would love to make a challenge. Now, there is somebody that made ones that I believe are hotter than this, but they did put cap crystals in them. I did not put any cap crystals in them, so therefore I'd say hottest all natural. You betcha. Look at that. Look at that. You can see the powder on the bottom, and that's just some of it. Like, some of that powder is, I've shook it up when some of that powder is just sitting on these pickles. So, oh, by the way, they taste amazing. Okay, so this is something here, and they're not. It's nice and, oh man, yeah, nice and sealed. Look at that. You can see the top pickle even just has pow stuck to it. And garlic. And everything nice. And some of them babies ain't got enough powder. Woo-hoo-hoo. So what I did was I made a super spicy vinegar and brine. And I put me some I make my brine with vinegar, organic apple cider vinegar, a little bit of sugar, because you gotta make it. You don't want it to be. I'm not making sweet pickles here, but all right. Let's start off with 6 and see where that gets me. Let's dig right into this one here. World's hottest pickles, Uncle Bocow. Mm. Mmm. They taste so good. I didn't have pickle and cukes though. I did use English cucumber. So, wow. Whew. Those are hot, guys. So the brine. I'll tell you guys how I made these. So you can use my recipe. Please go ahead and make some. Not something that I'm gonna put out in production. Although I may make a couple batches for friends at some point. I'm sweating bullets, man. Ooh, these are hot. So, whew. Guy from Kentucky. Is it Jason? Damn it. His name starts with a J. I'm terrible with remembering names. If I see him, I know him. But he made some, man, and they looked like this. Okay, that's what they looked like. So he put powder like crazy, and he put 16 million capsaicin crystals in them. Now, I wouldn't put cap crystals in these for a snack to send out to people or anything like that. However, if I was going to make a challenge with like 5 or 6 like pickle chips, you know, if I just was going to make something like that, I would definitely put crystals in it because there's a lot of powder in there. They're hot as hell, but and would this be challenge worthy? Yeah, it would. I would say, you know, it'd be something that it's getting me wrecked right now, but people with better challenge than me could do, you know, multiples thereof. But if I wanted to really, really wreck people, I'd have to put crystals in it. I put a lot of powder. I don't remember if it was a ½ ounce or an ounce, but and I also put the flake in there, and I cooked it. That's the thing. So when you're making your brine, you always want to put, you know, I think I put a teaspoon. No, I'm sorry. I put a teaspoon. Yeah, teaspoon of sugar. The rest was vinegar, and then just like two tablespoons of water. And your salt. Now, for me, I put a little bit less salt because I'm on a lower salt diet. I mean, just eating a little bit less. Woo! This is getting me pretty good. Oh, I threw some onions in there too, just to, you know, just to cause more pain. Wow, they're hot. Okay, so make your basic brine. If you don't have one, if you've never pickled, just go look up dill pickle brine online. Tons of garlic in there. Couple peppercorns. You can put coriander. You can put dill. Well, I don't really like dried dill that much. This is ramping up. So this is a different kind of burn. It's mostly tongue burn. Not really getting a throat burn yet. Very stinging. I think the vinegar must make it do that. But so basically, get your basic brine. load that brine up with a ton of pepper powder. Load it up with some dried pods or some crushed pepper, some pepper flakes. Um, and, get the temperature up on it. Bring it up to a slow boil and reduce it. Turn it down, put a top on it, and just let it cook. Let that brine just cook. And what you'll see is, because if you don't, you're not going to get this. Okay? If you don't. What you're going to end up getting, if you just throw the powder in with the pickles, you don't cook it that long, or if you're doing it in the jar, it ain't going to be hot. I'll tell you that right now. All the powder's going to fall to the bottom, and these pickles are going to be just white and green looking. They're not going to look like that. What you need to do is you need to put that powder and that flake in there, and you need to let that son gun cook for like 45 minutes to an hour. Just let it cook and cook and cook and cook and cook. And that way there, you'll notice, first of all, some of that flake and that powder breaks down even smaller, kind of almost becomes one with the vinegar. That's how you get that color. It's kind of like, I don't know if you guys ever seen Chili Chumps, Frank's Red Hot that he makes. He makes his own version of it. And he's got this beaker, and then he's got a little magnet he puts in the beaker, and he built this device, like a little box about this size, and it spins, and all it's doing is just turning. It's just making it so that sauce just spins. That. Yeah, it just spins and spins, and what it does is it constantly breaks up the particles smaller and smaller and smaller, and it's just so sick. But that's basically what you're going to do. You boil that brine and that powder long enough, you're going to end up with a red brine.
You need to make
I haven't even shook it, guys. Look at the bottom. Watch.
You need to make yourself one that thing. Or I'll make you one.
There. Oh, look how red it is now. I shook it. It's even redder. But it's still, you guys see what it looked like unshook, but
I can't find the coconut clusters.
I'll look for them in a minute. Anyways, so sweating bullets. All you chili heads out there, this is like the easiest recipe. Just make a basic brine. Throw some flake and some pow up in there. Cook it for a long time. That's the secret. Now, if you guys use cap crystals, throw them in when that's boiling. Because those crystals, you can either use vegetable glycerin or grain alcohol or heat to really activate them. I don't even think vegetable glycerin works by itself. I think you got to heat it up.
Good job.
I mean, it works, but it don't do hardly anything to it. I could take... You did find them, okay. They were in the bag, right?
In a birthday bag. I didn't see the robotic kit.
It's in there somewhere. So anyways, with the cap crystals, if you take cap crystals and you just put a gram in this right here, right? So you put a whole gram in this little tiny jar. We just throw it in there cold like that and we shook it up, It's really not going to do much. You're not going to get burn off it. It's going to give you stomachache, straight up. So, trust me, I've experimented, man. I've ate that stuff. I've put the cap crystals in the glycerin, shook it up, and just sat there and put it on my tongue. It don't faze me at all, right? It's barely, I don't know. It's kind of like it's got a ghost burn, like it don't burn you, and then later on after you do it for a while, you'll kind of feel like this warmness, but I don't know why, but that's the way it is. You got to activate them crystals, buddy. And the way to do that is with high proof grain alcohol or heat. That's why we cook them. But if you're going to make this, you want to make this hotter. You're not going to make this much hotter than I just did. It's got so much powder and flake in it. But if you want to ramp it up to a crazy challenge level, hotter than this, which I wouldn't even want to do. I'm sweating bullets right now. My tongue's on fire. The throat burn comes and goes. It's weird. It's very, very slight though. But you want to bring it up. The cap crystals activate at 150. So all you gotta do is Throw your brine, your powder. Oh yeah, do powder and cap crystals, man. You you don't have to be that hot, trust me. Cap crystals. Wait till that thing gets boiling. Turn it down. Throw your cap crystals in. Make sure that baby is at 150 or higher. You probably have it. I mean, it'd be at 180 or 200 at that point. And you only got to cook for a couple minutes, but that'll get you. That'll get you. That'll get you. You do that. That's what you're gonna have something like Jason. I think it's Jason. Yeah, it's Jason. Jason Herron. Yeah. You get making something like he made. That's gonna be challenge worthy, but it's gonna hurt people's gut, man. Like people are gonna be in trouble from that. But good challenge. I'm gonna have one more, man. Cause I'm lit. I'll let you guys watch me get a little more. Woo! I'm gonna take one all the way from the bottom where just the pow kind of set. All right. Now, that would be a good challenge right there. Now, I think Jason from Late for Work has made pickles before. There are people out there that make them.
I'm not deaf, I'm cleaning.
Oh my God, these are brutal. Woo! Those are hot. Yeah, I don't think you're getting much hotter than that. All natural. No. Whew. I've seen people that put more powder than I did, but they didn't cook the brine, so that powder just goes to the bottom, man. Not all of it. It'll be spicy, but this is insane. Look at that. I haven't shook it. Look. That's a brine right there. I actually have some really good well, that last one got me, man. Good. I'm at my little bit over my comfort level right now. So I'm not in panic mode, but I'm on the essence of it. I'm sweating profusely. And I turned the AC, cranked it before I got on this video. So how y'all doing, man? I figured I'd get on here and show you guys what I was up to today. So I did a video earlier on my plants, hardening off. I actually got them back out in the sun right now. I throw them on the roof of my car so they get, now I'm going to go out and grab them in a couple minutes. They've been out there all day. And, yeah, I made some spicy pickles, man. Oh, God. They're brutal. What are you guys up to today? We'll be doing some challenges soon. I have to plant my plants and stuff, so we're working around the weather right now. And after that, we'll see what happens. But tune in this Wednesday right here on Uncle Bull Cow, and I'll have a special guest on, Casually Roasting. We'll be casually training in the boot camp by Uncle Bull Cow. It's endurance training with Bull Cow. It's my boot camp, guys. And so I got like a special treat for you guys. And there's actually 8 people that will be participating in the training. And somebody else might be. I had another person, they dropped out. But I got one other person that is going to be going for the America's Belt or Road to America's Belt. And I know they're trying to find fresh pods, so you guys will have to wait and see. So Wednesday night, Casually Roasting will be here, and then in 2 more weeks, we got the rest of the guests are gonna come. I think one a week or something like that. So you guys are gonna see. It's gonna be lit. It's gonna be lit like them Gusher Wars, baby. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. World's Hottest Pickles. Whoa!